Tonight's headlines are brought to you in part by Coldwell Energy and McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and happy Liberation Day. Tonight we'll take you through this morning's Liberation festivities down at the Garapan Fishing Base. Saipan Mayor David Apitan brings back the Liberation Parade after 3 long years. Also tonight, 3 Grand Marshals are named and honored this July 4th. And hundreds of spectators fill Saipan's Beach Road. In sports, runners on their feet to kick off this special day. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Hapaday CNMI, I'm Officer Igito. Driving under the influence of marijuana is against the law. Driving high can impair your judgment, motor coordination, the ability to concentrate, and slow your reaction time. Therefore, it can impair your driving skills. We are not out here to get you, we're out here to protect you. Don't drive high, CNMI. Drive high, get a DUI.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Sipping on a delicious drink from McDonald's may have you thinking, what makes these drinks just hit different? Don't overthink it. Just enjoy it. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Cool off this summer with McDonald's Minute Maid Slushies. Try the new Tropical Mango or returning favorite, Strawberry Watermelon, for a limited time.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hafaday, Titawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, July 4th, 2022, a holiday celebrating independence and liberation. The theme for this year's festivities, honoring our legacy and riding the waves of change. Here is a sights and sounds of the 76th Liberation Day Parade in the Marianas.
Young Gun said clear the road, and we just pretty much kicked it out right in front of the grandstand. We have our CNMI's finest DPS. DPS Color Guards. Honorable Mayor of Saipan, Mayor Dave Apatay. And right behind Honorable Mayor, Mayor Dave Apatay, we have our 2022 Grand Marshal, Mr. Mike Sablan from Triple J. Thank you, Mr. Sablan. Right behind our 2022, we have our 2021 Grand Marshal.
Stanley, McGuinness, Godella.
And having a Chickasaw Indian blood and also Americano blood, and also our Northern Marianas historian, our former teacher, Professor Lana, shouts out Don Farrell. And we have also in front of the grandstand our U.S. Department of Defense.
Guam National Guard.
U.S. Department of Defense. Our U.S. military members marching includes hometown heroes representing the U.S. Army Reserve under the 9th Mission Support Command, Commanding General Brigadier General Mark Sigmund. Alongside them are the incredibly sharp U.S. Marines from the Marine Corps Base Camp Blas in Guam, with their commanding officer in the review stand, Colonel Christopher Buck. The U.S. Department of Defense is committed to working with the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, which will witness.
We have Miss Northern Marianas Earth, representing the environmental causes of the Northern Marianas. Miss Earth pageant is an international environmental event channeling the beauty pageant entertainment industry as an effective tool to promote environmental awareness. It also aims to showcase and promote various tourist destinations.
Team NMI participating in the 9 sports in 2022 Northern Marianas Pacific Mini Games held from June 17 to 25 on Rota, Saipan, and Tinian. Team NMI athletes competed in the athletes, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, and weightlifting, and the medal in all 9 sports. Overall, the NMI finished 3rd in the medal, ranking among 20 countries. You guys brought us great honor. You guys spoiled us, but you guys made the Olympians run further. I swear nobody even knew you guys till they got here. All the Pacific Mini Games will continue to echo your names, talk about you guys, and the history that we all just put together as Pacificanas. Shouts out to you, Pacific Mini Games athletes. Orale! Canoa Football Club, Tan Holdings Football Club, Marianas Football Club, Watansha Football Club, led by NMIF President Mr. Jerry Tan. Also, Shirley's Football Club, Tyree Football Club, MP United Football Club, Tinian Premier Football Club, Southern United Football Club.
July 4th is the freedom of the people. They let them go to go back to their original homes. You know, and
they celebrate what their 50th anniversary stands for. One team, one
dedicated this day to choose level as the freedom for us, the people.
Thank you, Ms. Susan Sator, and the staff members for the Living Independently. Shouts out, Viva! Living Independently! Happy Liberation!
Japanese culture is also Saipan tradition, a part of our legacy. As we celebrate this special event, we also celebrate our identity. Saipan Odori team, with local children as members, represent Japan artistic expression through their music and dance performances, bringing out one of our cherished culture.
The presentation over to Tokyo, and they were taking pretty much were recognized. Thank you, CNMI.
the effort that was made by those Chamorro and Carolinian leaders who survived in Camp Chalacanoa began the tradition of a new leadership and a new life, changing from the Japanese administration to an American administration, a completely different way of life. And the right to vote, that Elias Sablan was elected, not appointed, in the very first election, began a history of democracy that cannot be repeated anymore.
Team PDI, or Carolinian Affairs Office, Indigenous Affairs Office, birthed out, and this group has been representing the CNMI for past 20 years. 2020, they walked away with the outstanding video in one of the biggest event that takes place every year in Nagoya, Japan, called the Nippon Domanaka.
We welcome all to ride the waves of change and have pride in our paradise. Rainbows,
Shots out! LGBTQ in the house!
Liberation Day means so much to our community, and I recall back the days when our local residents were placed in camps and how they struggled and suffered and how they were able to recover, and events that followed that led to our Commonwealth government. So it means a lot. We wouldn't be here today enjoying not just our liberation, but our citizenship and all the benefits that our covenant has provided to us.
SpongeBob, ne? Oh, there it is, SpongeBob. No wonder. Okay, got it.
Patrick Starr. The American Red Cross prevents and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors.
This is the exotic lifestyle.
So they started on July 1997. They started as a small group to showcase each member's passion in building cars. Little did they know the impact Exotic Minis Car Club would have within the community through diverse representation of each member and changes with time. Oh, look at that truck behind us, Sina.
Oh, look at the mini one. That's a mini.
Louder, louder!
Shouts up to her, down to right.
Thank you, Cora. Viva Jay!
Each day, stop the hunger and the girls will want to play. Stop the hunger, is there any other way?
Oh yeah, he is dancing on the boat. There goes Chinaman.
Mate! All the way down. Bobsara.
That's why they Chinaman, every time you're gonna give a ticket, nobody takes you seriously. But we love you, Chinaman. Check it! Woo, 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 woo! Right on, gentlemen!
Gentlemen, motu fan, motu. One for us, one for us, one for KSPN2.
CNMI, that's Chinaman, our DPS finest. Not only is a comedian, he's a singer and a dancer. Rapid response team. Can that float in the water? No?
Not yet, not yet.
Thank you, Mr. Maverick, for sharing that. I want to make sure.
The Saipan Mayor's Office would like to honor our legacy of the past by displaying a mock-up of Camp Susupi, Chalacanoa, and the life and hardship that our people endured and experienced. The circular stargate device represents a portal from the past that we can transcend into the future and vice versa. For over 76 years, our islands have endured remarkable challenges and transformative changes.
And the band that you see that are playing in the back, they honored us yesterday. They were not in the lineups of the entertainment, but they are from the Marine Corps Forces Pacific Band. One more time, the Marine Corps Forces Pacific Band. CNMI, I can hear you, show your love. There you go. On top of the bamboo stick, the technical agreement laid out in agreement between the U.S. and the CNMI.
Thank you, thank you!
Shouts out!
Our students showcase their artistic talents to creatively express what makes their villages special, unique, and a great place to live. On the float flies 35 flags representing the 29 villages.
Across Saipan, and Aurora, this year's GCA's float is dedicated to the recognizing of partners who help protect and preserve nature in the Marianas. Coming down is DCCA Office on Aging. The others celebrate with all the people, including the frontliners and the administration, for helping keep them safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. Resilience, strength, love, support, teamwork, and kindness. The Triple J float describes celebrates where we came from, where we are now, and how the Central Island community will always be our tradition. Yeah, peace community, we've been missing you guys on our stages and we're still waiting for you guys. Challenges in the Marianas over the years. And this is pretty much honoring our legacy as we ride the waves of change. This is Marianas Variety, the Unis Art Studio.
Coming up, crowd reactions from spectators on Beach Road. Don't go anywhere.
you are planning on drinking this 4th of July, make arrangements for a safe ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
All workers have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards and comply with applicable OSHA standards, including proper reporting of injuries. Training needs to be done in a language and vocabulary employees can understand, and an OSHA information poster must be displayed prominently in the workplace. Workers, you have the right to raise a safety or health concern with your employer or OSHA without being retaliated against, and request an OSHA consultation of your workplace if you believe there are unsafe or unhealthy conditions. OSHA can help. Free assistance to identify and correct hazards is available to small and medium-sized employers without citation or penalty. So look out, speak up, and stay safe. Job safety and health, it's not only good practice, it's the law. Check out OSHA.gov or call 664-3154 or 3155.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Liberation Day marks the permanent closure of Camp Susupi on July 4th, 1945. The island's very own elders were let go and allowed to return to their lives following World War II. Today, they are remembered and honored by hundreds of NMI residents.
You know, we wouldn't really be here without that liberation. So I think when all said and done and the fun's over, I think at the end of the day, it's really good for us to remember our roots and where we came from, humble beginnings, you know? So it's good to appreciate everything, and I'm glad that so many people agree.
And what does Liberation Day mean to you?
Oh, freedom. That's when we were all liberated, and this is the freedom we're celebrating right now.
Freedom is very important, and just owning the land and being here. I went up to the Northern Islands a few months ago, and they just talked about how much they love their land, and I feel that Liberation Day is such a beautiful time for the people to just commemorate and celebrate their land and their lives and their culture. So it's such a beautiful thing.
Liberation Day is honoring all of those who have fallen, all of those who have given their sacrifices for freedom. And that's what I personally think. As a veteran, that's what it means to me.
And after 3 long years without any traditional Liberation Day festivities, residents were happy to celebrate this holiday together.
You know, we finally have the parade back, and looks like it's even bigger and better than the past. And I know this is one event that the entire community looks forward to coming out every year. So it's just great to be here and great to witness the crowd and all the float. I understand we have the most float this year.
Happy because of job. Long time already nothing gonna be. Now it's already the same thing for our Liberation Day.
It's beautiful. I love everything. It's so nice to see after so long. So I'm glad to be here with my family. I'm glad to see everybody else enjoying themselves. All right. Thank you.
I'm really glad I got to participate in Liberation again after how many years of it not being like present in the islands. And I like how colorful everything is. Like everything's coming back. Like our islands are coming back, and the diversity is being like more, like it's showing more in the Liberation, and we can see how diverse everything is even in such a small island.
Well, it's good, especially right after the mini Olympics. The floats so far so good, with the rain coming in and out. The weather's good too.
All right, awesome. And just my last, what does Liberation Day mean to you?
I was in the service too, so it means a lot to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your service.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We have our float here. We do have our float for the 180 production, which is also it talks about being liberated by the blood of Jesus Christ. Wow. Yes, and then united through change and strengthened by faith. You know, it's not only about I believe that the shedding of blood is really for life, right? That's why the soldiers they gave their life, right? They shed their blood that our families will be liberated. It's the same as Jesus Christ. He shed his blood that we may be liberated, that we may, from our sins.
Happy Liberation Day!
Happy July 4th! And shout out to my mom.
Happy July 4th!
Happy Liberation Day! Happy Liberation Day!
Happy Liberation Day!
Happy Liberation!
Our KSPN Sports Report, still in line with the July 4th festivities. Stay tuned.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
Before Garapan Beach Road was filled with hundreds of spectators, athletes run the Independence Day 2-mile run race. Over 70 runners joined the second annual Independence Day race that was held at the fishing base in Garapan this morning. This annual event is sponsored by Lottie Build and in partnership with Run Saipan. It is also a sanctioned race by the Northern Marianas Athletics. In the men's division, Michael Denovan crossed the finish line in 12 minutes, winning first place. 4 seconds behind Denovan is Rex Pixley for second place. And third place is Sildri Valoria, who clocked in at 12 minutes and 32 seconds. In the women's division, all-time favorite Dr. Lily Muldoon bagged the first place with a time of 12 minutes and 49 seconds. Second place is Caitlin Chavez, who clocked in at 13 minutes and 51 seconds. Rosemary Chisato finished third with a time of 16 minutes and 15 seconds. Chisato also won the best 4th of July theme outfit and gets a free 6-month gym membership at Lottie Built in San Jose. To make this event more fun and exciting, Run Saipan has announced that runners who can outrun sprint coach David Schamberger will have the chance to smash a pie on Schamberger, Dr. Snyder, and Edward De La Cruz's faces.
That's for the team. CNMI. Let's go, Cyril. Let's go. Hit me.
Edward De La Cruz tells us a little bit more about this race.
Also, this race this morning we have is our second annual Lottie Built 4th of July Independence Day 2-mile race. So it was in honor of not only U.S. Independence Day, but also our Liberation Day here at the CNMI, and we're so happy that Lottie Built is sponsoring it again this year. It's an annual race, so we're just here to celebrate our independence and freedom in the morning.
Lottie Built is giving away free finishers medals to the first 50 registrants.
We had 75 participants this morning. It was a great outcome, especially what happened last year. Last year we had 20 runners that wanted to run 2 miles with us. This year we had 75. So this year we gave out finisher medals because one is 4th of July, it's Independence Day, and two, it takes a lot of mental discipline to be able to give up your 3rd day and your 3-day weekend to wake up on 4th of July and run a 2-mile race. The 2-mile race was also in honor of the Old Army PT Test, which is a 2-mile race course.
Here are the highlights from the 2nd annual Independence Day race this morning. De La Cruz would like to express his appreciation to all individuals, group organizations, and the mayor's office who made this race a successful one.
And we would like to thank a lot of people. We thank Lottie Built for sponsoring this. We thank Northern Mass Athletics for sanctioning the race and always providing the timing system. We thank Saipan International School for their support as always. We'd like to thank Department of Public Safety, KSPN News, Mariana's Variety, Saipan Tribune, our photographer, Jonathan Bahan. Thank you so much to the mayor's office as well. They gave us this parade grounds here to start off the race with that beautiful archway of the Independence Day race. Thank you, Mayor David Aptank. Thank you, Mayor's office. And we'd like to thank all our race staff volunteers that came out this morning to be able to help out with the race. And most importantly, we thank the runners. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have these races today. So thank you. We hope to see you guys again next year for our 3rd annual race, which we'll be providing a finisher medal again too. Thank you, KSPN News. Thank you guys so much.
Edward!
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Ghost Gym, and today I want to go over some exercises that you can easily apply into your current exercise program. Now I have here with me Vince, and he's going to be demoing some of those exercises. Now the first one today is going to be a one-arm dumbbell row. Before I have Vince here execute a few reps, what we want to remember with virtually any exercise is your setup. If you start in a bad position, it's not going to look good, and it's certainly not going to feel good. So a common mistake with here is obviously a rounded upper back, and as you can see, he's not very rigid or stable. So what we're gonna do is correct that just a little bit. So his supporting arm and his leg that's supported on the bench as well we wanna lock that in. Open up that leg a little bit to allow for a better path on that dumbbell. With the elbows coming up way too high, you can see the shoulders riding forward, and that's not what we want. So ideally, what you wanna think about is pulling with your elbows and stopping right at the midline of your body. So in this position right here, you can feel his entire upper back along with his core.
And for the KSPN weather report, partly sunny with scattered showers and thunderstorms. East wind 9 to 11 miles per hour. Tonight mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, high 87, low 79, a 91% humidity. Tomorrow, partly sunny with isolated showers, east-northeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour, high 87, low 79. The marine forecast combined seas of 3 to 4 feet will occasionally reach 5 feet, mainly in the eastern waters. East wind 10 knots, wind waves 2 feet or less, east swell 3 to 5 feet. The sunrise will be at 5:51 a.m., high tide 9:50 a.m., low tide 5:11 p.m., and the sunset at 6:51 p.m. And that wraps up the KSPN Liberation Day special newscast. The public is invited to watch the 30-minute fireworks show tonight, 9 p.m. at the Garapan Fishing Base. You can also catch live entertainment, enjoy food and drinks, and support local businesses at the last night of the Liberation festivities. KSPN hopes you enjoy the rest of your holiday. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday.